Hi, I'm Joan McDonald, and welcome to our TRE Canada Facebook Live. This is a brand new experience for me, and I'm actually pretty excited about this opportunity to connect with people around the TRE Advanced Training in Canada in June 24th to the 28th in Vancouver. So yeah, this is very exciting. What I want to do on the call is begin with talking a little bit about what for you you're to expect. So I'm going to do a little talking about the advanced training, and then after that, you'll have an opportunity to pose questions or to ask questions at the end. If we could do that, we'll have a Q&A session at the very end. So what I'd love to do is just to, first of all, introduce myself, because there may be people on the call who don't know me. As I say, I'm Joan McDonald. I'm the TRE certification trainer in Canada, for Canada. So Leah, it's nice to see you. You've joined. This is great. Now I at least know someone's out there for me to talk to. Thank you for being with us. Yeah, so I'm the trainer for TRE in Canada, and I have been actually a trainer, before there was a certification training program. Way in the beginning, I had the wonderful opportunity of meeting and working with Dr. Briselli, and back probably 11 years ago, I guess. It's been a while. And it was actually before we had a certification training program. And at that time, he asked me and a few other people around the world to begin to look at how can we more formalize teaching TRE for others to teach it so it could spread around the globe. So I'm also been working here in Asia, and this is where I'm living at the moment. I'm in Thailand, in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And I've been working here in Asia for about 9 years now, establishing training programs in a variety of Asian countries, Thailand, Singapore, Japan, Nepal, and Indonesia. And it's been a wonderful part of my life to spend 5 months here in Thailand and then go back to Canada and spend the rest of the year there. What I'm interested in is also talking with you about who's going to be at the event. So when we were thinking about TRE here in TRE Canada, when we were thinking about having an advanced training, I knew exactly the person that I wanted to join us in putting on this training, and that is Mariano Pedesro. He is the trainer from Brazil, and very instrumental in working in Brazil over many, many years, spreading TRE, both in terms of the global certification training program, as well as creating a community-based TRE program in Brazil. And as some of you may know, if you've listened to his video, he's also been fairly instrumental in establishing TRE within the health system, the primary health system in Brazil. So I welcome working with Mariano. We've worked together 2 other advanced trainings. The first one was in South Africa in 2017. We put on a 5-day advanced training together in South Africa. And then last year in Dubrovnik, we had the opportunity to work with Dr. Briselli in putting on a 5-day advance with him there. So yeah, I know that Mariano brings a depth of knowledge and experience. As you may have listened to in his intro, he has an extensive experience in working with the body. He's a bioenergetic therapist. He's done. He's a mindfulness instructor. He's done a number. He's an SC practitioner, and also what's called a community therapy teacher, which all these things that he brings will show up within the 5-day training, and will add a richness to the training at the advanced. Yeah, so I'd like to just cover some of the things that will be happening at the Advanced. Um, when people, and some of you have probably been to an Advanced before, and if you have, this Advanced will be uniquely the Advanced that we've created, although we will be certainly covering the most up-to-date materials that David's been teaching around the world. But what will make it unique is that we're going to work in a way that probably is different. Each of us bring our own skills and our own interests and our own capacities when to a 5-day advance. So one of the things that is important to me and Mariano, as we talked about our plans for the advance, is we want to help people connect with your passion and inspiration for TRE. And not that you're not connected, but to deepen that connection. We're living in very challenging times, and they're not going to get any easier, I don't think. And so TRE is really an important tool or process for people to have to be able to navigate these times. And for that reason, we want to help people reconnect with their inspiration and their passion. Why did you become a TRE provider, and reconnect to that? Because I know many of you are working on your own, in your own communities, your own towns. Often there's maybe another provider even there for you to connect with, to come together and share and talk to each other. And an advanced training actually provides this wonderful opportunity for providers to come together, to share what they're doing with each other, to learn from each other, and to become perhaps reignited in terms of their passion and their inspiration for TRE. You're going to have 10 possible tremoring sessions during the 5 days. We tremor twice a day in an advanced training, if that works for you. And during those tremoring sessions, you'll have many opportunities to get to know each other, to work with each other, and to work in pairs, work in triads, groups of 3 where you have different roles, and which will really truly deepen each of your roles, deepen your own tremoring, as you know, your own tremoring as a person that as you play the person who's shaking in the triad, you'll have an opportunity to be the provider or the person who facilitates, the trainer, the person who's shaking, and you'll be an observer. And the observer role is fascinating. In my own experience with having done triads, as a participant in triads, the greatest learning actually sometimes comes from being an observer. And the observer will be observing themselves, not the people working, but observing your own inner responses to watching another person work with someone who tremors. And there's deep, deep learning that comes from that kind of experience. We're also going to give you different ways in which to work with people, and one of them being doing sessions on the wall. And some of you may have experienced that before, but it's a wonderful way to actually do TRE, is to work with someone on the wall. And you'll have an opportunity to watch some demonstrations of that, and also to actually have an experience of working with someone on the wall and having someone work with you on the wall. So as you're hearing, you're going to have a real opportunity over 5 days to expand and to develop your own self-awareness, deepen your own self-awareness, and also your skills as a provider. And whether that's deepening your own capacity for presence and attunement to the person in front of you, it may be that you develop new opportunities for learning how to do interventions, for example. Experience different interventions or different ways to intervene with people to help support them as they move deeper in their tremoring process. You also have an opportunity to expand your knowledge, and advanced trainings, one of the important aspects of advanced trainings is for you to hear about and learn about the most up-to-date materials that we have on tremoring and TRE. certainly we're going to have an opportunity to hear some new things that you probably maybe haven't heard before. One of the topics that we're going to talk about is systemic thinking in TRE, accessing the wisdom of a group. And this is going to be a very interesting, not only presentation, but you're also going to have some experiences in a group in terms of how to access the resources and the wisdom of a group and helping people do TRE in a group environment and to go deeper in their own process within that group environment. You're going to have an opportunity to hear about central pattern generators, which is a new theory that's coming about in its application to TRE around the activation of the tremors in the body. So we're expanding this through the work of Ricardo, who's a trainer in Italy, and other neuro research. Our understanding about the tremors and how they're activated in the body. We're going to have you're going to have an opportunity to hear some more advanced teachings around the polyvagal theory. We're going to have a presentation on cultivating presence, and throughout the 5 days, that will be part of your work, is cultivating your own presence and working with people and helping as you become more and more present and more grounded with people. Of course, the people you work with have a deepened experience of TRE. Another really new presentation that Marianne was going to be doing, which is on revisiting the roots of TRE, the very beginnings of TRE, which actually, or roots of tremoring actually, which began many, many years ago. And the wonderful contribution that David has made to making tremoring, the tremor mechanism in our bodies, accessible to everyone on the planet. I mean, with TRE as a process, and in that exploration of the roots of TRE, we may actually discover some pathways to the future. And so that's going to be a very exciting opportunity for conversation and dialogue. Now, as you probably have read, Dr. Berselli will be with us on live stream. This year, he's not traveling in 2019, but he is going to be sitting in his home in Arizona and going to spend two hour times with us during that week, and we're very grateful for him for being willing to do this with us. So as he does that, there'll be an opportunity for you to hear his most recent work around what he calls humility and oneness. And this is a wonderful presentation that I know he keeps evolving over the last couple of years. And so you'll have an opportunity to not only hear about this from David, but you will also have an opportunity to have an experience of what he's talking about and an opportunity to debrief that experience directly with him. He'll be in the room with us via online, but you'll have an opportunity to engage with him around his presentation and the experience that you had following his presentation, where we'll have a tremor session. You'll also have another 2 hour period with them just to ask any questions you have about TRE. Yeah, so there'll be 2 hours available, whether, I'm sure we'll probably use it all. And so please bring your questions to the advanced. So this is an opportunity where you can sit with him and ask your questions. So we're really happy that David's been open and he's actually excited to be with us in this way. So I think I thought about my own experiences at advanced trainings, and in the beginning, when we first started having them, I participated. Most advances, I always participated as a participant because I love the opportunity to be with people from all over the world, get to know people, and to be in a room of maybe 40, 50 people shaking at the same time. And as importantly as that is, and that's really important to me, I've always come away from advanced trainings developing a greater sense of awe, actually, at the fact that we are a global community. What we can say that and we can know that, but to actually be in a room with people who speak different languages, who come from all over the world, is an amazing experience and really brings home what a wonderful organization that we're a part of, or network of providers that we're a part of. The other thing that I've developed through the advanced trainings is some very wonderful friendships with other providers from all over. Actually getting to know people who are actually from my own country that I didn't know, and getting to know people from other countries. And so that's a beautiful takeaway from an advanced training. Actually, just a couple weeks ago, there was a provider from the US who is working in Korea right now. She came to Chiang Mai, where I live, and she had met someone at the Bali Advanced in November, and that person, I think, was from Singapore, and she came to visit with her to spend time together here in Chiang Mai. And they cultivated a beautiful friendship in Bali at the advanced training. So these are the kinds of things that actually happen at advanced trainings. Yeah, so I think that's probably all I want to say, other than in the post that I've posted, you're going to see that there is a link to the TRE Advanced Canada site where you can register if you haven't registered yet. And we really encourage you to register as soon as you can. We have we chose the University of British Columbia for many reasons for the site. One of them being it's the most beautiful venue, an absolutely stunning venue. It's on the water. You can see the mountains. It's a beautiful campus. It's actually like its own little city of 50,000 people. It has everything there that's very accessible. One of the other reasons we chose this venue is because Vancouver is an amazing metropolitan city, and some of its venues can be quite expensive. And so the university made this quite affordable, actually, and we have rooms that are very, very affordable. We have a limited number of those rooms. So when you decide to come to the events, I highly encourage you to sign up and to reserve your rooms if you want to have rooms right in the venue space where we're going to be holding the advanced. So the link is there. Please go there and sign up. So I think this is now an opportunity for questions that people may have about the advanced. Okay, Gasha. Gasha, thank you. Unfortunately, Gasha can't come with us, but is looking forward to the next one. Yeah, and actually, Gasha, that reminds me, there is not another advanced training planned for 2019. Haven't heard about 2018 in North America. But if this one's a really success, which I believe it's going to be, here in Canada, we may have another one down the road in a few years. So we would love to have had you with us, Gasha. Anyone else have any questions or comments that they want to make? Feel free to write your comments or... Okay. Anything else? All right. I'm not sure how long to wait. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Gasha. I see that we have a number of people here. This is wonderful. We have someone from Canada. Samrat. Oh, wow. Samrat's from Nepal. So nice to have you with us. What about Nepal? Yeah. Well, that would be interesting. Certainly there may be, I'm hoping that there may be an event sometime in the near future here in Thailand, which is maybe as close as we might get to Nepal. But thank you, Samrat. It's lovely to hear from you. Anyone else? Okay. I'm not sure how long to wait. This is my first time doing a Facebook Live, so I will give people a bit of time. Yeah, we actually have someone from Newfoundland with us. Hi, Alina. It's so nice that you joined us. Ah, someone from Singapore. Yeah, Madison, Wisconsin, Vancouver, and Nepal. Cool. Lovely. Oh, here we go. There we go. I wasn't looking down. Is there anything we can do to prepare? That's a great question, Sully. Is there anything we can do to prepare? Um, Other than, I don't think so. I think that you just need to come and I think the important thing is to have the time free, not to be working and trying to attend the advance, because we create a beautiful community that's going to happen throughout the week, and you want to be able to be available to everything that we're doing there. So that would be the only thing. Bring a mat with you. For shaking and anything else you need. The other thing I think would be, so just bring yourself. That's all. A notebook maybe and a pen, because there may be lots of things you're going to want to write down. Okay, anybody else? Let's see. Okay. Yeah, it's lovely to be in touch, Talia. That's lovely, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the advance. All right. Okay. So, what else? There was something that came to mind when I was answering a question. Yeah, we are planning on during midweek, having a group dinner downtown Vancouver. We have a restaurant. It's a Sky restaurant, where it's a rotating restaurant where you get to see the lights of the beautiful city of Vancouver. So that's certainly something that we're planning to do as a group for those who wish to come. And there's buses very accessible to the city. People can go downtown at night and have dinner if they wish, or if you come early and stay later, you actually get to have a couple of days before and after the event if you want to spend a little more time in Vancouver and have a chance to visit the beautiful city of Vancouver. Okay, well, I thank you all very much for being with me. And I look forward to you and people who will have listened to this video as well, because it will be posted for those who haven't been able to be with us. And I hope that I get to see very many, many, many of you at your advance in Canada. Bye for now.